Hi everyone and welcome back. A couple of weeks ago I did a community post where I said I was going to do a Q&A and I asked you to write your questions in the comments. And I got so many interesting and fun questions from you guys. I'm not going to go through them all now because we don't have all day, but I'm going to go through 10 of them and then I'm going to do another Q&A and you will get the rest of the answers. So the first question is from Raya Farul Wafi. And the question is, or the two questions are, what is the best everyday fragrance that can turn your head whenever you sniff it? And do you do gym regularly? I just did a video of the best everyday colognes quite recently, so I'm gonna put a link to that one up here or here. But there's a link somewhere up here. But in short, any fragrance that's powdery turns my head. So if you go with something from Valentino Uomo that is powdery or something from Givenchy Gentleman that's also powdery, you will turn my head. And for the other question, yes, I do go to the gym regularly. I do it about 5 times a week because I love candy, I love good food, so I need to move my body. And I also love what the training does to me. It makes me calmer, smarter, happier. There's just so many benefits of working out. The next one is from Mysterious Drella, and he wants to know, what's your favorite perfume out of them all? One for each gender. And if you have watched other videos from me, you do know that there is one that is better than all the other fragrances. And the one for men is, of course, Dior Homme Intense. How could I choose anything but this beauty? This is a wonderful powdery, woody, lipsticky, elegant and masculine one that you actually can wear for any occasion and it smells amazing. This is one of the best fragrances for men ever made. And the one for women is actually also from Dior. And the one is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, and this is the one that they released in 2021. I just can't get enough of this powdery, sweet rose dream. This is a beauty. This is something that I think every woman should have in her collection because it's feminine, it's beautiful. You can also wear it to professional occasions. It's just like you can wear it to any occasion and you will always smell fabulous and wonderful and beautiful and it will make you feel wonderful. So Miss Dior Eau de Parfum 2021 for the women. But I also do want to mention Rouge Malachite from Armani Privé. This is one that I have had with me for a long time. This is extremely luxurious, extremely elegant, and this thing pulls in compliments like crazy. So Miss Dior on number 1 and this on number 2 for women. And I know I was only supposed to pick one, but this is my channel. And the next question, my 5 most recommended fragrances for men to work or to the office. And I actually recently did a video of office fragrances for men. I will put the link up here or here, yeah, somewhere. And you can check them all out. There are 10 amazing fragrances that you can wear to work and it will make you smell great for any professional occasion without being boring. Next up is a question from Doc Deng and he wonders, what's sexier on a man? Mancera Red Tobacco, Dior Homme Intense or Tom Ford Ombre Leather or 1 Million Parfum? So as much as I do love Red Tobacco from Mancera, this is a beautiful tobacco focused fragrance. It has a beast mode performance and just by opening the cap I got this strong whiff of the fragrance. So this has a beast mode performance, so you don't need much. But when this dries down and it lays there on your skin, it gets into this warm, creamy tobacco that is just beautiful. So this is a really good one that I really do enjoy. Then of course, Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. I love leather fragrances and this is one of the best leather fragrances you can find. It's white floral, it's focused on that leather, it's raw, it's stylish, it's cool, it's beautiful, it's just everything. And now I don't have 1 Million Parfum here with me, but that's also an amazing one and it's a bit different from the rest of the 1 Million line and I really do appreciate it for what it is. And since I have already answered that Dior Homme Intense is my favorite out of all men's fragrances, I think you know the answer to this one. I would definitely prefer Dior Homme Intense. But all of these mentioned fragrances are really amazing and I would wear every one of them if I were a man. So the next question is from Saber, and Saber wonders, if Tom Ford gets purchased by Elon Musk, what will be the first fragrance he produces? And first of all, I want to say that's a really fun question, but please don't let that happen. I don't think that would be a good thing for anyone. And actually, I don't have an answer to what kind of fragrance Elon Musk would create. If anyone has an idea, please put it in the comments, but let's just hope that that doesn't happen. The next question is from Learn French Fast and Easy, and he wonders, I'd like you to review other influencers. I would definitely do reactions to someone else's top list, and I would talk about the fragrances, but I wouldn't review other fragrance reviewers as a person, because the thing with fragrance reviewers is that everything that I say is 100% correct to me, and everything another fragrance reviewer says is probably 100% correct to them. So I don't think I'm in a place to review anyone as a reviewer. And that's also the thing about reviewers. You really need to find a reviewer, a channel that fits you, that makes you happy, that brings something new to your life with the fragrances they talk about. You don't have to agree with everything that a fragrance reviewer says, but you have to find something in that channel that makes you happy or brings you something new or something interesting. And I actually do think it's great that there are so many different reviewers, because that means that most people can actually find a reviewer that they like. And I don't think my opinion on different fragrance reviewers means anything to anyone but me. So next up is a question from Good Man's Journey. And the question is there interracial dating in your country? How do you feel about the fragrance Tuxedo? And a men's style video would be nice, from your preference of outfits, date night, casual, formal, and fragrance for each occasion. So I'm going to try to answer all of these questions. So Tuxedo is an amazing fragrance. I think it's one of the best from the exclusive line from YSL. I would love to do a men's style video, but I'm not sure that that's what you guys want to see. So put it in the comments if you want to. And coming to the question about the interracial dating. To me, that's such a weird question, because dating is dating, no matter who is dating who. But I do know, as the mother of 2 mixed children, I do know that there is racism, so I can understand the question. And I think it's an important question, and I'm happy that you asked it, because then I got the opportunity to actually say how I feel about it. And only the term interracial dating, I just hate the word, because saying interracial dating just implies that there is some kind of difference between different human beings, and there's just not. We are all the same, and dating is dating no matter who you are dating. Next up is a question from Christine Bianchin. I'm hoping I got your name right. So the question is, I would like you to review more women's fragrances, please. So I guess the question is, why don't you? So I love smelling great in a woman's fragrance, but I actually feel more passionate when I talk about men's fragrances, and the words just comes easier to me. And when I do my fragrance videos, it's so important that I feel inspired and passionate about what I'm doing. And sometimes I really feel inspired to do a women's fragrance video, and then I just do one, kind of catching the moment. And I have given this a lot of thought, and it always comes down to what I feel the most passionate about and what I want right now. And it's so important to do what I actually feel passionate about on this channel, rather than just doing anything that anyone else asks about. And throughout my career, I have been running different kinds of businesses, and I do know that the moment you focus on one thing, that's the road to success. And if you try to focus on many things at the same time, that is the road to failure. And I do want to make this channel great. I do want to reach out to as many people as possible and help you smell and feel good. And that's why I, for now, focus on men's fragrances. There will still be women's fragrances coming up when I feel inspired, but there will be lots of videos for men coming up. I'm not sure that's the answer that you wanted, but that's at least the honest answer. And we have Brian Clark asking, what's my favorite dish? So as you know, I love food, so I just had to answer this. And there is nothing as good as a beef tenderloin with a glass of red wine. And the tenderloin is preferably cooked by myself. So the next question is from Osmath Greenlee. And he wants to know, do you want to remarry? I was in a relationship for 19 years and I really value my freedom and my independency now. And I love the time I can spend with my children, not compromising with anyone, having my full focus on them and what's good for them. And I don't think you need to have a marriage to be happy and have a good relationship. I think a good relationship is a relationship where you value each other, you make each other happy, you respect each other, you build with each other. And that's not things that comes from just getting married. I mean, those are things that you take responsibility for each and every day. I have seen too many people, including me, getting married, taking each other for granted, and then just getting more and more miserable and staying in that relationship and being even more miserable just because you're married. So the answer is, I should never say never, but it's not a goal. So that was 10 Q&A questions answered. I have so many more questions that I got from you guys. So like this video for support, and you can always buy a coffee for support, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.